your girl Bella. How are you? So today is Fix My Credit Friday. Now, if you are new to my channel, this is a segment where I take finance and credit questions from one of my social media followers or one of my coaching clients, and I feature my answer here on YouTube. So in today's video, I'll be giving you 3 tips on what you can do to protect your credit and your finances as we all are trying to get through this coronavirus global pandemic. It is currently March 2020, and there is so much financial uncertainty right now. People are losing their jobs, or if you are employed, you may be seeing your hours reduced at work, or if you are employed full-time, you may or may not be secure in your current employment. Now, due to all of this financial uncertainty, I have received many questions from my audience and my clients on this topic, which is why we are going to cover it in today's video. Now, before I jump into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know my future videos are posted on YouTube. Now, the first thing you should do if you have been negatively impacted by coronavirus is you should be contacting all of your major creditors that you have a line of credit with or a loan with, such as your mortgage, student loans, car loans, and credit cards. Due to the new federal regulations here in the US, you are entitled to have your current monthly payments deferred. Now, this does not mean you no longer owe the money. It just means that instead of making your monthly payments now, those payments will be pushed to the end of your loan. So for example, if you have a car loan that is going to mature in December 2020 and you accept a deferment of 3 months, your loan will now be pushed back and will mature in March 2021. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that if you are going to call any of your creditors, be prepared to have a very long wait time. There are so many people who are impacted that they're all flooding these call centers. So I would personally recommend using alternative methods to contact your creditors. So many of them do have on their website a form that you can fill out to request a deferment. You can also look into using their chat feature on their website if they have one, or you can also look into sending emails or using a secure message when you log into your actual account. Now, I personally prefer these alternative methods only because it does give you a quote-unquote paper trail, right? If you do the form online, you'll get a confirmation page. Sending emails, secure messages, and chats, you actually save those items so you have documentation that you've been corresponding with your company. Now, the second thing I would recommend is looking at ways to reduce your monthly expenses. The first place we should all probably start is looking at anything you subscribe to monthly, right? Gym memberships. No one's going to the gym right now. You should probably cancel that. We all tend to also have multiple streaming services, right? Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Spotify, right? Do you really need 5 or 6 streaming services right now? Probably not, right? So scale back and only keep maybe 1 or 2. You may also want to contact your local cable provider or cell phone provider to see if there are cheaper plans or alternatives that you can downgrade to just until we get through this financial crisis. Now, this is a great segue into tip number 3. Now, before I go into tip number 3, I want us to pause for a second. Let's all sit up straight because I really want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say to you. So tip number 3 is create a budget. If you have never been serious about managing your money before, now is the time to get so serious about managing your money. Because of all of this financial uncertainty, now is the time to pay attention to every single dollar that comes into your home and every single dollar that goes out the door. Now, I want you to let that settle for a bit, and I'm going to say it again. Now is the time to get serious about managing your money. It's time to pay attention to every single dollar that comes into your home and every single dollar that goes out the door. So I know the idea of a budget and tracking your money may seem very unappealing. It may even seem boring. I totally get it, but it will be so crucial in helping you getting through this financial crisis. Now, regardless of how you decide to budget and track your money, once you start doing it, you more than likely will notice you're spending a lot of extra money in areas you didn't even realize before. And this will be very helpful for you going forward, because you can then go back to tip number 2, right? And reduce some of this spend in certain categories. Because ideally, you want to get to a point where you can take some money and start building an emergency fund or some sort of savings. Okay, let's go over what we went through in today's video. Tip number 1, contact your creditors. See if you can qualify for any deferments of some of your current monthly payments. Tip number 2, find ways to reduce some of your monthly expenses. If you're currently dealing with financial hardship or concerned about your financial future, I'm sure there are things in your currently monthly expenses you could probably do without for a short period of time. And tip number 3, create a budget. Due to the financial uncertainty we are currently dealing with on a global scale, now is the time to get serious about managing your money and making better financial decisions. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Now, if you did find this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.